Welcome to the Game Changer Podcast. Today's topic, being an alpha, not a beta, part 2. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Top of the morning, welcome back. This is the Game Changer Podcast with Setema Gali. You guys better get your minds right and get up and let's go. See, it's more than the game that we changing. We don't do it for the...
What is up, my friends? Welcome to the podcast today. I'm so glad you're here with me. I hope you're having a great day. If not, let this podcast open up the Red Seas, shine some light on you, and bring you some joy. Let's go. That last podcast, right, part 1, we talked about alpha. To be an alpha means to attract, to lead, to provide, to hunt, and then to act. Right? It's an acronym we went through about what it means to be a leader, a protector, a hunter, a lover, a leader, a lighthouse. Right? This person who's attractive and who controls the frame. Well, the opposite of an alpha is what I call a beta. And I'm going to give you another acronym for beta. Now, again, you hear these alphas and betas, and let's have a real conversation here for just a moment. Most times you see a dude, you can just tell. He's a beta. He's a beta. He's weak. Not a bad thing. It just is what it is. You're either strong or you're weak. You're either strong or you're weak. You're either leading or you're not. You're either moving forward or you're moving backwards. So when we talk about being a beta, what does that mean? I'm going to give you the acronym, B-E-T-A. The first one, the B stands for beaten. Betas just have this attitude of like, I'm beaten in life. I'm done. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. Like no matter what they do, their mindset and attitude is like they're gonna lose. And you can tell by the way they facial express, like they're beaten, like life has beat them. I've been there before. I'm not gonna try to pretend like I've always been this loving, benevolent alpha. Nope, I've been there. I know what it's like to feel beaten. I know what it's like to be beaten. I know what it's like to be hopeless, but you can't stay there. But that's what betas do. Betas feel like they've been beaten. And look, even alphas get beat, but they don't have a beaten mindset. They don't have a beaten attitude. They're not like, oh, life sucks. It's like a victim mentality. So betas are that way, right? Everything's like, they're beaten, they're done. Their mindset is, I'm beaten, it's over. I don't have a chance. The E inside of beta stands for evasive. And evasive is like, they're constantly hiding. They avoid. See, alphas confront, alphas face, alphas just, they're not afraid to just speak to the truth, while betas are evasive and have this avoidance thing inside them. They don't want to confront. Why? Because they're afraid. The difference is alphas are afraid, but they do it afraid anyways. Betas are afraid and they let fear move and guide and hold them back. It's a way of being. So think about it. If you have a way of being, that's where you're always beaten, you've lost, you're done, and you are afraid and you're evasive and you avoid. That's why you're a beta. That's why you're weak. The T stands for timid inside of beta, right? It's like, imagine a dude who's always timid. And again, you don't have to be the guy that's yelling. You don't have to be hitting your chest and making noise. Timid simply means you're unwilling to step up for what you want. You can't be timid in football. If you try to be timid in football, you get your ass handed to you. You get knocked out. Same thing in sports, same thing in life. I know powerful dudes, total benevolent alphas. They are not timid, but they're not loud. They're very direct. They're very firm. They know what they want, and they don't let people push them around. So you meet timid people, they get pushed around. They get bossed around. They say yes to everybody. They're people pleasers. It's like, it don't work. The B, beaten, evasive, timid, and then the A inside of beta stands for, the word is like anxious. Anxious meaning like, I've always got this anxiety. But see, the anxiousness comes from the way that you view situations. Your mindset is rooted in scarcity. In other words, you have a lens. I don't have my sunglasses, right? It's like the lens by which you view life is scarce. And because you don't believe in yourself and because you have a beaten mindset, everything is like, oh my gosh, I don't want to have to go. I got to go out with these people. I got to go to this thing. I know powerful people who will cancel plans all the time because they're just nervous and anxious about what? Nothing, but it's a story they made up in their mind. I used to be this way in junior high, 7th and 8th grade. I was always a beta. I was absolutely a beta. I was always beaten, didn't want to look at people in the eyes, couldn't talk to a girl in the eyes, had no confidence, very timid, very anxious. Like I would avoid having to be in front of people because I didn't believe in myself. I did not have a powerful, healthy self-concept. I did not have any kind of ego. Now, again, it's funny. The first part of our lives, we built up getting our ego where we needed to be. The second half of our life, like where I'm at, like we gotta let go of the ego, not let the ego drive us. Right? We build all this self-esteem and confidence, and then the second half of life's like, okay, let's just tone it down. I was a beta, and being an alpha, a benevolent alpha, a loving, kind alpha, an alpha who loves people. That's where the game is won. That's where the deals get made. That's where you get what you want. We were at a preseason Saints game, Saints and Chiefs, just this last week. And we're in one of the suites, so we got the food and the chicken strips and nachos, and there's no Diet Coke or Coke Zero. There's a bunch of alcohol. I don't drink alcohol. So I'm like, oh man, and it costs I think it's like $25 for a 6-pack of soda. I was digging in, I'm like, and this wonderful black lady comes up and she's like, what you want, baby? I said, man, I would love a Coke Zero. She goes, I got you, baby. I'll be right back. I was like, how much is it? $25? And she's like, I got you. Just by asking, just by being an alpha, being clear about what I want, being direct, being loving. And again, wherever you go, it's just the way that you hold yourself. It's the way that you walk. It's having confidence. You don't need to be 6'4", 300 pounds. You just have to have a confidence from within. You've got to be this attractive person who knows what you want. The betas, always beaten, right? Always anxious. They're constantly avoiding, they're timid. You'll never get what you really want in life if you live in the beta trap. But you give yourself the best chance to get what you want when you choose to be a benevolent alpha. Choose to be an alpha today, my friends. I appreciate you listening. If this has been helpful, share it with somebody. Share this with somebody who needs to hear it. And have an amazing day. Thank you for listening to the Game Changer Podcast. I'm out.
Let's go. See, it's more than the game that we changing. We don't do it for the block, do it for the name. Yeah. No, there ain't no stopping it. If you really want it, better rock with it. This is how to be a game changer. Better put your pride down, heavy, get your pen up. Wanna be the greatest, we ain't stopping till we win, yo. This is how to make it when they hating. We ain't worried what they saying. This is how to